What I would do personally, and what I did do, is if you have a 401k, especially if you're being matched and contributed, that's the biggest kickback. So if someone's retired, they have a 401k, you just go get a self-directed 401k and start buying Bitcoin. It's not a big deal.
Yeah.
You self-direct. But if you're still contributing and you want to get that match, there's just some type of math in their head that 60% CAGR isn't good enough, right? So they need that match, because without that match, they're losing. They're not, but you're just not going to convince somebody of that. They want to get the match because they calculate it into their earnings and salary and stuff like that. And that's what you do. You buy MicroStrategy. There is nobody else to buy. I wouldn't buy the miners. I would buy MicroStrategy, because what's happening
I own
is
some Marathon as well, and a couple other, but mostly MicroStrategy.
Yeah, I not that long ago, I was doing podcast rounds, and I told people, look, after the halving, earnings are going to come out. When earnings come out and people realize that it's not as profitable as they said it was, the mining prices are going to go down. And when they do, you buy long call options. You buy as many as you possibly can. And I literally told people that, and now they're sitting on 500% on those options. And depending on what expiration you did, some of them are sitting at like 100x because they were trading for pennies on the dollar.
Wow.
And it was before any of this price action. So now with that implied volatility to the upside, the premiums on the call options are going crazy. And the same thing happened in 2020. I did the same thing in 2020. So it's cyclical, and you can replay it. But with MicroStrategy, it's not going to be cyclical because it's based on Bitcoin yield. That's
what's my understanding was that my shit, like the reason I haven't even considered selling or doing even listening to all of the noise is just like my share, every share I have, even if they're printing more shares, whatever, every one of my shares is going to just continue to be worth more Bitcoin.
Yeah.
So to me, that's like
accumulation engine.
Yeah.
It's a Bitcoin accumulation engine. And then what they're doing with their convertible notes is extremely interesting. It's basically a different version of a Bitcoin bond.
So Mark,